What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Jaron Ennis versus Thomas Dulorme, and this is going to be a 10-rounder in the welterweight division, and this fight is going to be Saturday, October 30th, from the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight is going to be broadcasted on Showtime, and to get into both fighters' resumes, Jaron Ennis, fighting out of the United States, holds an outstanding record of 27 wins, no defeats, with 25 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 11 by BoxRec in the welterweight division. And to list some of his best victories, he has a knockout win over Juan Carlos Abreu and a brutal, dominant knockout victory over Sergey Lipinets. And to get into his opponent's resume, Thomas Dulorme, fighting out of Puerto Rico, who holds a record of 25 wins, 5 defeats, and 1 draw, with 16 wins coming by way of knockout. He's ranked number 23 by BoxRec in the welterweight division. And to now list his 5 defeats, he has a knockout loss to Luis Carlos Abreu, a knockout loss to Terence Crawford, a unanimous decision defeat to Yordenis Ugas, a unanimous decision defeat to Jamal James, and his last defeat was to Imantas Stanionis by unanimous decision in a WBA welterweight title eliminator. And his only draw came by majority decision against Jesse Vargas. And now to list some of his best victories, he has a split decision win over Hammer and Hank Lundy, and a unanimous decision victory over Terrell Williams. And in my opinion, this fight is going to sway in favor of the undefeated, hard-hitting, hyped-up Jaron Ennis. And yes, I did say hyped up because Jaron Ennis' resume isn't as great as people really give him credit for. I mean, it really is based off of his fighting style. I believe he's a southpaw, and he showed that he's got a lot of talent in his performances. I know in his last fight he absolutely dominated Sergey Lipinets. I thought the fight would go the distance, but he absolutely brutally stopped him in the 6th round. And here he's fighting another sort of top 15, in my opinion, top 20 contender in the welterweight division. And if he wins this fight, which he most likely will, I hope he could fight a guy like maybe even a Virgil Ortiz. That would be an outstanding fight. Or even someone like a Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, someone like that, just to really build up his resume and really show what he is, like if he is the real deal, like people are saying he is. I'm not saying that he's not, but his resume isn't as stellar to be someone like a top 10 in the welterweight division. But definitely this win over Dulorme, if he gets it, which he most likely will, as I mentioned before, definitely will add to it and add to his accolades and his resume, obviously. But how I see it going down, I think that Jaron Ennis will get another stoppage victory, and I think that it will happen in the second half of the fight here, like from round 6 to round 10, and I think that it will be pretty dominant. I can't really see Dulorme winning too many rounds considering the big beating Jaron Ennis has given to every single one of his opponents. And Ennis, he's a very, very big, large, powerful welterweight, and I think that utilizing this size at this weight class really helps him out. And I mean, it's a very smart tactic. I mean, he's a big guy, holds a lot of power, and I think that it could take him far in this weight class, and will most likely, if he does be successful at welterweight, we'll most likely see him at super welterweight, maybe middleweight, who knows, in the next couple of years. But yeah, I think he does have a bright future if he's able to get past Dulorme and a couple other fighters. But he is very, very hyped up, and if he lives up to the hype, I mean, that's great for him. But how I see this fight going down specifically, I think the first half will be pure domination in favor of Jaron Ennis. I think Dulorme will try and trade with Ennis. I mean, we'll see how Ennis takes a punch. I mean, he hasn't really been tested with his chin yet. Dulorme does have some decent power, but I think that it will be just overridden by Jaron Ennis's power in their exchanges. I mean, we saw that against Chris Van Heerden when Ennis fought him. I know it ended in a no contest, but when Van Heerden would try to trade with Ennis in that first like couple 30 seconds of the fight, Ennis was just landing his shots of his own, utilizing that reach he has, the height he has in the welterweight division, the size he has, just landing his shots first. And when he got hit a couple times, I mean, it barely fazed him, and he just kept coming forward, throwing his shots, and ultimately hurt Van Heerden. But then obviously that headbutt led to that brutal gash on Van Heerden, and the referee had to halt the bout. But yeah, I think we will see Ennis start strong and start fast, but I think he will ultimately get that stoppage later on in the fight, like as I said earlier, like in the second half. And how I see the stoppage happening, I think that Jaron Ennis could knock down Dulorme maybe one time, something like that, somewhere around there, like 1 to 2 times. And I think that he'll drop him with headshots, just counter shots, even like a straight right hand that just lands straight down the pipe, right on the nose. That could send Dulorme down. Any just clean shot from Ennis. I mean, Ennis holds a lot of power from what we've seen so far, and I know that Dulorme hasn't been stopped in a while. I believe since that Terrence Crawford fight, I still think that Ennis will be able to pull off this great performance and get a stoppage victory, and I think it will be excellent if he's able to, since that Dulorme hasn't been stopped in quite a while. But I think he will ultimately get that stoppage victory, and I mean, it could be a stoppage standing, it could be an accumulation of knockdowns, which leads the referee to stopping the fight. But nonetheless, Jaron Ennis should be getting the stoppage victory, or just should be getting the victory in general, but I think it's going to be by stoppage. Comment down below your thoughts on this fight, if you think Ennis will go far in his career, if you think he will even get past Thomas Dulorme, and if you think he's going to win and how, whether it be like Dulorme winning, whether it be Ennis winning. I'm just interested to see what are people's thoughts in this fight and who they have and who are they predicting to win. But as of now, I'm predicting Jaron Ennis to knock out Thomas Dulorme from round 6 to round 10. And yeah, it will be another decent victory on his resume thus far. And hopefully, if he wins, he'll be able to face some more decent or even good competition in the welterweight division, just to add to his resume and add to why he should be getting a title shot in the near future. So overall, I think that Jaron Ennis will defeat Thomas Dulorme by knockout, and then once again the stoppage will happen from round 6 to round 10, and Jaron Ennis will get one of the better victories of his career thus far, and his 28th win, as well as his 28th or 26th knockout. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.